First, at 6 o'clock, an Indianapolis man says that he was stunned to find more than a dozen driver's licenses in his mailbox. Good evening, everyone. I'm Phil Sanchez.
And I'm Kylie Conway. He reached out to ITmate for help, finding out where they came from and who he should turn them over to. ITmate's Richard Essex joins us now. Richard, the licenses sound like they're well traveled here.
Well, when Steve Dana gets home every day, the first thing he does is he checks his mailbox. Recently, he found a large envelope in the mail stamped "Return to Sender," and he was the sender, at least according to the label. Inside a large United States Postal Service envelope was another envelope that contained what appears to be 20 state of Illinois driver's license. The return address belongs to Steve Diana, but he claims this is the first time he's seen this envelope.
And it had a bunch of people's IDs in there.
According to the USPS tracking, the label on this envelope was created in Indianapolis on July 30th at 1 o'clock in the morning and then mailed to Cincinnati. On August 1st, it was delivered. 9 days later, the envelope was returned to Indianapolis marked "Return to Sender." When it arrived in Diana's mailbox, he peeled back the label to see if he recognized the name. He doesn't. He thought someone was trying to pull a fast one, and he called ITmate.
And I wanted to make sure that everything was okay, and because I really didn't know what to think when I opened up my envelope and I found a bunch of people's IDs in there.
There are 20 Illinois driver's licenses in this envelope. All but one have a birth year of 1999, meaning that all of these people just turned 21 years of age. All of the addresses are in Chicago. ITmate reached out to Dave Drucker from the Illinois Secretary of State's office to give him a virtual look at these licenses.
It does look pretty good.
But he feels that they are fakes, and for security reasons, he can't tell us why.
Well, our thought is, and we encounter this quite a bit, it's probably people involved creating fake identifications, fake driver's licenses, in many cases to be able to get into bars.
I did a search of social media and was able to match names and pictures to about half the IDs and found most of them live in the Cincinnati area. I sent messages to several of them and no one has responded. But how did this envelope of possibly 20 fake IDs end up in Deanna's mailbox? That's a great question. ITmate has spoken with state, local, and federal law enforcement about this envelope. The Illinois Secretary of State has their own police department to investigate identity theft and fraud.
But we can run it through the facial recognition, and if we did come up with some Illinois people, we can take action in that regard.
It is not a crime to be in possession of a fake ID, but it could be a felony if someone tries to use one. Now, we will stay on top of this investigation and let you know how it turns out. Richard Essex, Wish TV, wishtv.com, and follow us on Facebook.